friends, it's Amelia here. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you all the tattoos that I have, explaining their significance, and how much they hurt or didn't hurt. So if you'd like to know more about all the tattoos that I have on my body, which are pretty obscure I might add, then just keep on watching and I hope that you enjoy.
Strawberry kisses, I could fly through the wind.
So the first tattoo that I ever got was this one that's on the inside of my lower left wrist. It says, "You can do it, Aiti." So this tattoo was actually a handwritten card that I got from my mother from one of my birthdays. It is a constant reminder to me that although my mother is not physically with me anymore, she's always spiritually with me inside of my heart. My mother was one of my greatest supporters. She loved that I had a YouTube channel, she loved that I did writing, and she was always the first person who wanted to watch my videos or hear about something new that I've written. Even if she was on a flight to a different country, she would FaceTime me or text me that she watched my video and gave me little tips or opinions on the video, and she was just such a supportive mother. So I wanted to be able to have her with me in spirit regardless of where she is in the universe now. I decided to put it on my wrist because I feel like this is a very common area for me to be able to see it. Sorry to get a little depressive, but a lot of the times when I have breakdowns about missing my family, you know, you're in the crying position with your hands like this, I can see it and it's a constant reminder that she's still with me. Because this was my first tattoo, I was genuinely terrified. I thought it was going to hurt so much from everything that other people have told me, but I didn't think it hurt at all. I was actually quite fascinated watching as the ink was permanently getting scarred onto my skin. But then again, you'll come to realize throughout this video that I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so take with that what you will. Keeping on the topic of a broken heart, my second tattoo was this one, which is a tattoo of a broken heart. The significance of this tattoo is that when my family passed away, my heart obviously shattered, so I got a broken heart tattoo because one day I will be whole again, and when I am, I will get it filled in. Again, this one didn't hurt either. It was just more so irritating when he kept going over it again and again, but aside from that, it didn't hurt. The third tattoo that I got is this one on my right lower wrist, and it is of 3 stars. Now, the significance of this tattoo, if you aren't a Potter fan, it is the Potter stars within J.K. Rowling's novels. Harry Potter definitely helped me through some of the darkest times in my life. I genuinely resonate with Harry now because I am an orphan as well. I just identify with him so much, and everything about the storyline just like really hits deep into my core. So I wanted to get a tattoo to represent one of my favorite fictional characters and to remind me that if Harry can make it through the dark times, so can I. I also identify with Harry and his relationship with Sirius Black because my godmother is the Sirius Black to my Harry Potter. I now have been loved and cared for by my godmother and her family. They've welcomed me in so nicely, although I have not been able to see them because of COVID. I know that she's still loving me from afar. I'm also an aspiring author, so being able to have these stars from J.K. Rowling's novels is a constant reminder for me to keep pursuing my dream of hopefully publishing a book one day. Now this one, just like the other ones, did not hurt at all. I would put it like a 1 on the scale from 1 to 10 for pain tolerance. The third tattoo that I got is this one right behind my ear on my right hand side. It is an incorporation of the sun and the earth together. Now, the significance of this tattoo was it was an old family saying that has been in my family since before I was born. Rakastan sinua animen kun marakastan aurinko. And to translate that to English, it means I love you more than the earth loves the sun. And we always used to say it with our parents. So when my mother passed away, my sister and I decided that we were each going to get one of the tattoos. She was going to get the earth and I was going to get the sun behind my ear. But unfortunately, before we could get our tattoos together, my sister unfortunately passed away. I still wanted to keep that dream alive for us, so instead I went in and got both of them merged together to signify a very special and sentimental phrase for me and my family. Now this tattoo I was the most scared to get because everyone was telling me that it was going to hurt a lot because the skin behind your ear is very sensitive. I went in there ready and prepared for the biggest pain that I've ever received, but shockingly enough, I actually started laughing hysterically, like hysterically. The girl who was doing my tattoos had to constantly stop because I couldn't stop laughing from the pain. I don't know if that's like some psychotic tendencies there, but yeah, could not stop laughing. I don't think it hurt at all. I thought it tickled a little bit more, so yeah, that's how I reacted to the pain that was going on behind my ear. The next tattoo that I have is the one behind my back, and it says "My Brown-Eyed Girl." Just like my tattoo from my mom, this was actually a reprint of my dad's genuine handwriting on another birthday card where he signed it to "My Brown Brown Eyed Girl. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the song Brown Eyed Girl, but my dad used to sing that song to me my entire life. Even when I was a baby, he'd dance me around the house singing that song to me to help me stop crying. So that has been our ongoing song together. Whenever I'm in a bad mood or crying, my dad always sings that song for me, and it just makes me feel better to have that kind of sentimental lullaby with him. So when he passed away, I decided to get it tattooed so I would forever be known as his Brown Eyed Girl. This tattoo was also one that everyone said was going to hurt a lot because it's a very sensitive area, but again, I just could not stop laughing the entire time that she was doing my tattoo. She actually got really annoyed with me for this one because she said that every time I laughed my neck was moving. It took a while for me to compose myself every time that she was trying to tattoo the back of my neck. The next tattoo that I have is hidden behind my jade ring, and it is of a cloud with the sun peeking out at the top. I got this tattoo to remind myself that even on the darkest of days, the sun will come out again. I just wanted a constant reminder that even when you feel like there is no possible way of ever getting back up again, the sun will come out again, just like better days will come again. If you haven't noticed, there's kind of a common theme with my tattoos, that they're all just kind of sentimental, motivational tattoos to keep me going through all the hard times that the universe has sent my way. Going strong. Now the next tattoo I kind of regret getting, but at the same time I don't. I went on a trip with one of my old girlfriends to Florida and Miami. When we were there, we decided to get matching tattoos together. Everybody always says never get matching tattoos with your friends because you don't know where the world will take you and you'll eventually regret it. Yeah. We're no longer friends anymore, unfortunately. Our paths have officially gone separate ways. So it's kind of sucky that I have that constant reminder there, but at the same time, I'm also really appreciative of this tattoo because it was one of those moments where I actually took a stand for myself and was not allowing myself to get walked all over. Although we're not really friends anymore, it's a bittersweet tattoo. I'm debating on if I want to keep it or not. I might potentially laser it off, get it covered up with another tattoo, or I might just keep it as a constant reminder of me being young and dumb, but we'll see. Time will tell. Then I have a tattoo on my right hand thumb, and it just says "It's you" in a typewriter font. Now I've spoken about this tattoo in some of my previous vlogs, so I will link it right here if you're interested in watching the whole thing about the significance of this tattoo and really trying to learn to love yourself and rely on yourself for everything and anything in your life. But to summarize real quickly, the significance of this tattoo is to remind myself that I am my own savior. No one else is going to save me in life or push me to do anything or motivate me more than myself, because nobody in the world, no matter how much they love you, has as much interest, favor, and want for you to succeed in whatever it is that you want to do in your life other than yourself. So it's a constant reminder to me to keep building that relationship with myself and learning to love myself, trust myself, and really just be there for me. Now this tattoo did not hurt at all, but I did go in for a retouch that hurt like a mother because I guess it was a little bit sensitive from being already tattooed on. So it wasn't as much as it hurt as it was irritating because he was going over it again and again and again, but aside from that, I think that it was quite bearable. All of my tattoos are dainty enough that it's not that significant of a pain for it, although I definitely think that if I ever get a more in-depth tattoo with shading, that's gonna hurt a lot because I watched my boyfriend get his tattoo and he was in pain. I do have a few more that I was considering getting, but I just don't know how I feel about it. The one specific one that I've been wanting for over 6 years now, but I have not got it yet, is because it's a very big tattoo and it's gonna be very expensive. I'm debating on getting it either on my hip or on my shoulder, but I just don't know yet. I've had it drawn out for over 6 years now. I've mentioned it to my tattoo artist multiple times, but I just keep going back and forth with whether or not I want to get it or not, so we will see. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of big shoulder tattoos or hip tattoos. And then I was also debating on getting one right here on my wrist or right here on my wrist of a quote, but I just am a little nervous because those are obviously much larger tattoos. The ones that I have are very dainty and subtle, and most of the time people don't even realize that I have tattoos until I bring it up and start showing them through the woodwork. So it would be a pretty big commitment to get these other ones. 6 years debating, still debating a little bit longer. I think the thing that's making me struggle with it the most is just thinking about the future and being like a mother or a grandmother, but I do love the meaning behind it and the design of it all. I just have to debate on if I want to be a cool grandma with a bunch of tattoos on her body or be a little bit more low-key. But with that being said, those are all of my tattoos and ideas for future tattoos. Let me know in the comments down below which one's your favorite. If you think I should get one of these tattoos right here. And if you want to let me know about any tattoos you have, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a huge thumbs up to support the familia and click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye!